There's a white gold rush underway right now in South America as lithium discoveries are being made in countries like Argentina and Brazil. Patagonia Lithium is one explorer that's announced results from its drilling in Argentina, as well as being granted mining exploration licenses in Brazil. And I'm joined by Patagonia Lithium Executive Chairman Phillip Thomas. Phil, welcome.
Thank you very much. Great to be on the show.
So let's start in Argentina. So what are some of the key milestones for your Formentera and Silon project there?
That's a great question, and we're basically achieving them as we've set them out. Our first drill well was important because we needed to understand the geology that we saw in the geophysics and correlate the geophysics back to the geology so that when we drill our second, third, fourth and fifth well, we know what we're going through. It was absolutely outstanding. The brine flow, the specific gravity, which we want to be around 1.18 or higher, and we got 1.2, and of course the big statistic was we got 591 ppm of lithium from a 21 metre interval that we surveyed with the packer, and the packer is only 2 metres wide, so as we go down we're basically collecting brine from that interval. Had we done the 200 metres of area where we got extreme brine flow, potentially that's the whole size of the aquifer. So from an economic point of view, it stacks up. From a flow point of view, it stacks up, and from a brine concentration of lithium point of view, it stacks up. Of course, we've been working on the surface samples, but they're not a good indication of what's below, and we're all delighted and clearly on our way to get our next milestone, which is to finish our mineral resource estimate, which will be 4 wells, and then after that we'll do a proven and probable, and that reserve estimate will tell us how many tonnes of lithium we have, and provided we've got probably more than 400,000 tonnes of lithium, is 2 million tonnes of lithium carbonate approximately. That gives us a 20-year mine life for a decent sized plant.
So what's your background? What experience do you have in Argentina in the lithium industry?
Probably too much, to be careful. I started back in 2003 when lithium wasn't even on the map, and started to explore the Rincon project, and then we got to understand what was going on with lithium. We did a lot of experimental work to produce lithium carbonate, but after about 2 or 3 years we understood what it was, and so on we went and built a 2,000 tonne pilot plant, if you can call it a pilot plant, but in those days we were only getting $6,000 a tonne, not $15,000 a tonne like today. So after I finished that project, we sold it in the GFC in 2008. I went on to explore Pozuelos, which was sold to Ganfeng for 800 million recently, and then I went on to explore in quite a number of salars in Kawasi, Positos, Washatok, Salinas Grandes, and quite a few others. So I've had a lot of drilling experience, a lot of experience of looking at geophysics and the results up until today, where I'm basically running the Formentera Silon project.
It's quite a CV. Also, with this particular project, do you have an offtake contract in place, or is it even appropriate to be starting to talk about this just yet?
Look, it's a little bit early, but yes, we do. One of our major shareholders was very keen to get an offtake contract for not only our lithium, but also some other projects to make it up, because they're a very large lithium and butyl producer. And so the offtake contract is not a binding, it's a non-binding MOU at the present, but they're very carefully watching what we're doing. They have a representative in Argentina, in Buenos Aires, and we report to them on a weekly basis on progress. And they're very, very interested and keen to support us where they can, with the view obviously to buying our lithium carbonate when we get into production.
And you mentioned a potential 20-year mine life. Snap question, how many tonnes of lithium metal equivalent do you need to be able to secure a 20-year mine life at 10,000, I think, tonnes of lithium carbonate a year?
Well, it's 5.32 times what you've got less the wastage. So EcoSolve was able to extract 92%. So if we deduct 8% from that, if you're building a 10,000 tonne plant, you're going to talk about 200,000 tonnes in 10 years and 400,000 tonnes of lithium carbonate. So if you divide that by 5, you get a rough idea on what you need in terms of lithium metal equivalent. But we tend to talk in lithium carbonate equivalent, so it would be roughly 400,000 tonnes plus the 8% wastage. So 500,000 tonnes gets you out of jail.
Yeah, we don't want to go to jail. Thanks for your time today, Phil. Good luck with it all.
Thank you very much.
Just to recap what we heard, Patagonia Lithium has announced results from its recent drilling in Argentina, as well as being granting mining exploration licenses in Brazil. And the Argentina project, as you heard, has the potential to be a long life mine, and again with a possible offtake agreement on the cards. For more information about Patagonia Lithium, check out their channel page on grafa.com.